Hello, everyone. Avevekuve. Anymore, vege. This one is happy of vevekuve. I see. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm super proud of Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaga. Oh my goodness. She just entered there, gave them what they call good governance, accountability, transparency, competence, character, put them all together. Their father. You know, these people, these politicians, these raw politicians think they are the only one that have sense or whatever. They think they can do their illegality anyhow that they like. They can do their whatever. You know that anyhowness has entered their spirit because that's all the way they are always winning. But you know what Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan has shown? That if you go in there and work for your people, work for them, be accountable to them, be transparent with them, be honest for them, have their back, that they too, they will have your back. That is simply what has happened here. They started a recall of Senator Natasha. They just woke up. Fake recall, that now they are going to shock her. This thing, hunger. Hunger, poverty is a bastard. See the people that they called in. You're hearing people doing interview. You can see well-educated people. If they really had good means, livelihood and all of that, would they be coming to this place for some empowerment? There's kind of empowerment they call it. Give it to those that are needy. You could see. But anyway, Obiasogu David at Sagacity. Sometimes I actually do. He has a write-up here. I actually use his write-up here to talk about the things. He's very good. Please follow him on Twitter, now known as X, at AFRISAGACITY. I mean, he writes a lot. He does so very well. Sometimes when I see him just analyze issue, I'm like, my work is done. No need of me even trying to talk or anything. So this is what he said. He said, lessons from the failed scam recall on Senator Natasha, we must not ignore. He said, just like his big brother and unholy Oppo did in Rivers against Fubara, Akpabio pulled the lethal strings in Kogi Central against Senator Natasha. His crush now turned foe, but he misfired. He said, in the early hours of yesterday, the rural residents of Kogi Central District woke up to their routine of hard hustle in Tinubu-wrecked economy. But their plans for the day suffered an awful distraction as news broke that empowerment palliative had arrived for them. As a people who battle poverty, even in their safest dreams, they couldn't possibly think twice about their luck. If the government, which had never cared if they existed, suddenly sent them empowerment palliatives, it meant good omen and deserved suspending other jobs for the day. It wasn't surprising that by morning set, the venue of the so-called empowerment was engulfed by a surge of residents hoping to fetch their palliatives, even if it would last them for a day. But to their dismay, the empowerment they came for wasn't the one they had. The empowerment was a sham by some ghost politicians who fraudulently schemed to banish Natasha from the Senate. At first, the residents were naive and unsuspecting, but they figured, albeit late, that they were being criminally used to alter their political fate. Just take a look at this.
But we are not aware about the recall by some group of APC.
No, not at all. No. But we are here for an empowerment. We are not supposed to be here for an empowerment. And we are given an instruction to come with our voters card. So that was the instruction given to us, that we should be here with our voters card for an empowerment. That's all. No, there's nothing like recall. We don't have anything against our senator for God's sake. So why do you hear that?
I actually had to take notes, and you understand, talking about what they were here for. But I love the way she just said, there's nothing like recall. We don't have anything against our senator, for God's sake. And that, why the recall? Yes, that's the question. Why the recall? She's doing very well. She's working for them. Who is recalling what? But anyway, let me continue. Okay, how could they possibly recall their beloved senator who had brought them plenty of dividends, more than they have ever received from any government representative? Perhaps The machinators of the false recall knew the people shared this sentiment. Just take a look at this again.
Sorry, how can we meet you?
My name is Yusuf Silai.
From where?
From Okei local government in Kogi State, Ward 2, Borokure.
Okay, then what can you tell us about the trending recall process in Kogi Central today? Okay, to be precise.
I call it to be a mess because uh, nobody was aware of it at all. They took people to the coloration center, deceiving them of doing empowerment, and when many of them, majority of them, get to know that what they want to do is not a normal thing, so all of them they left. So I see it as a mess, and I know that they cannot do anything about that. They are just doing what people were not in support of, because I myself, I was not in support of it. Even majority of people in the local government were not in support of it.
Okay, then what did you have to tell us about Senator Natasha? Is Senator Natasha representing you well at the Senate?
In fact, that woman has done a lot of things. He has done more than what others people have not done before. Other Senate, we have not even benefit of
If you are
what we
voted
are
into
going
office,
to the
just
house
do the
to
right
do
thing,
before.
nothing
But
else. See the
now
way they're
that
talking
we don't
about
have
her own
a Senate,
people. Let me continue. Say, hence, they plotted to oust Natasha through the dark back door. While the minacious plot appears to have been botched, it serves us some profound lessons. First, the people from Senator Natasha's district who voted her into Senate were unaware of a recall on her. So who is doing the recall? You just came from nowhere. You want to do a recall. By Nigerian law, for a lawmaker to be recalled, 50% of the registered voters in the election where the lawmaker emerged winner must sign the recall petition. That's always a major problem, because first of all, 50% of the people on the register, they are not even people, they are ghost voters. But that's topic for another day. This requirement makes recalling a lawmaker nearly impossible, as no election in Nigeria has recorded a 50% turnout. Akpabio and his clique of law offenders, fully aware of this, chose to try their luck in a skillful but reckless attempt. This highlights the height of madness and blatant abuse of laws, offices, and processes that's common with the current crop of APC-led politicians. Second, INEC, as roguish as they are, disown the recall process. The Kogi State Resident Electoral Commission, Gabriel Longpet, said no notice of recall had been brought to them. INEC guidelines state that certain conditions must be met for a recall to occur. Representatives of the lawmakers' constituency pushing for the recall must notify the state's INEC chairman. They must also communicate the plan to the lawmaker they intend to recall. However, in Natasha's case, they gave INEC the middle finger and the go-to-hell treatment. Of course, Senator Natasha couldn't have received their petition when she was touring global media platforms to scream her innocent and Akpabio's mischief. If INEC and Natasha didn't receive notification for the recall, who then is conducting the recall in Kogi Central District? And who is being recalled? This comes off as a scary, sinister snippet of the electoral drama that we may see in 2027, where a group of self-crowned power brokers will sit in the convenience of their other rooms and command hired laborers to write election results for them. This is what they will try to do. And people must be ready. We must be ready to fight this aura for aura. They won't be doing any election. It's to just write results. And people must say they will not be used. From citizens, from those that are usually used for violence, from the security agents, for even the people that work in INEC and the judiciary, people must know that they must not be used. That's why I tell the people the institutions are not the problem. The people in the problem, in the institutions, are the problem, and we must hold them accountable. Then they will order INEC to announce the result and damn the rest of us. Third, Kogi Central District residents were tricked into participating in a recall process of their loved senator with empowerment as a decoy tells how criminally minded Nigerian politicians are. It equally measures the degree of criminality Nigerian politicians can perpetrate in their desperate pursuit of interest. The madness being perpetrated by Akpabio and his cohorts in Kogi demands close attention from every right-thinking Nigeria who deserves who deserves an ounce of hope for Nigeria. And that is it. And I'm just going to end this by leaving you with this video here.
Early morning, this early morning, we were informed that we should come for an empowerment. When we get to the field, we are asked to bring our voter's card and the VIN, the number here. So we now ask why, because we heard that we should come for the empowerment. So they gave us a form to fill. You fill with your VIN and sign your signature. Then most of us will refuse that we cannot do that because we don't know that an empowerment can be done in this way. So we now left the field.
You want to tell me now that you don't know that it's issue of a record?
We don't know that there is an issue of a record. So we left. Everybody left.